Hello guys, this tutorial video is for Adobe Animate CC Lesson 10 Publishing. So in this lesson, different publishing choices are introduced, such as publishing to Flash Player, publishing an AIR application for the desktop, or publishing a projector for Windows and Mac OS. So you need to refer to the textbook for the detailed information, and in this tutorial video, 4 types of publishing will be included. The first one is publishing for Flash Player. So we need to open Adobe Animate CC, and then we need to open, choose File, okay, we go to File, Open, and then locate into your lesson files and go to lesson 10 folder, Start, and choose 10 Start Banner.Flash and click Open. Okay, and then we go to File, Publish Settings. So the Publish Settings dialog box appears with the General Settings at the top, the formats on the left, and additional options for selected formats on the right. At the top of the Publish Settings dialog box, select a version of the Flash Player. So which is here. So we just leave the choice as the default one, which is Flash Player 13. Note that the ActionScript settings are for 3.0, which is the latest and the only version supported by this release of Adobe Animate CC. So we need to select Flash format on the left side of the dialog box. If you wish, you can modify the output file name and location by entering a new file name. If you've included bitmaps in your map, you can set a global quality setting for JPEG compression levels. Enter a value from 0 to 100. If you've included sound, click the audio stream and audio event to change the quality of the audio compression. Make sure the Compress Movie checkbox is selected to reduce file size, which is this one. And deflate is the default option. Choose LZNA for better SWF compression. Select the HTML wrapper format on the left side of the dialog box, which is this one. Make sure that the Flash only option is selected from the template menu. So next is changing display settings. So we're still in the Publish Settings dialog box, and then we select HTML wrapper format on the left side of the dialog box. We need to select Match Movie for the size. So the size is Match Movie, and the pixels for the size to enter a different size in pixels for your Flash movie. So we need to choose pixels and select percent for the size to enter a different size for your Flash movie as a percentage. So we can also choose a percent, so you can specify the width and height. Click and scale the alignment option to expand the advanced setting below it. So here we have scale, and you can choose the different one. And also we have some different options. You can refer to the textbook to say, such as the quality or window mode. You have the different options. Every option has their own meaning and will influence the final output result. So we just leave it as cancel. So the next is changing playback settings. So we go to File, Publish Setting, and then select the HTML wrapper, the same one when using the last practice. And also pause at the start for the playback option, which is this one. To have the movie play only once, deselect the display menu for the playback, like deselect this one. Limit the options in the context menu that appears when you right-click a Flash movie in a browser. So just click cancel. So this is how you can publish for Flash Player. So in the next step, in the next phase, in the next type of publishing, we are going to learn how to use classic twins. So we need a new document. We'll choose, go to File, Open, and open this one, start build.flash. Okay, this is font mapping. Just click OK to apply the different font. And then we need to rename it. Go to File, Save As, and Working Copy Build. And click Save. On the main timeline, we need to insert a new layer, name it as Landscape. And drag the new layer below the bird layer but above the sky layer, like this. And then choose Insert, New Symbol, and enter Scrolling Landscape. And choose Movie Clip for type. Click OK. So now you can say Animate creates a new movie clip symbol named Scrolling Landscape. And you can enter in symbol editing mode. Drag the graphic symbol called mountains from the library. So we go to library and we need to find mountains. Drag it. And in the properties inspector, we need to set x as 0 and y as minus 115. Okay. And then add frames up to frame 30. So we go to timeline. This is frame 30 and right click to choose insert frame. Select frame 30 in layer 1 of your movie clip and insert a new keyframe by right-click to choose Insert Keyframe. So Animate inserts a new keyframe at frame 30 containing a copy of the mountains instance. At frame 30, move the instance of the mountain graphic to the left so that X, okay, I'll click and X should be minus 800. Like this. The left and right edges of the graphic match up. Okay, like I'll shrink it to see it. And next is applying a classic twin. Right-click any frame between the first and the second keyframe and choose Create Classic Twin. Okay, I'll choose one of them, right-click to create Classic Twin. Animate creates a twin between the first and the second keyframe, indicated by an arrowhead over a blue background. So press return or enter on your keyboard and to play the animation. Choose the loop. Okay, this one is the loop, and then drag it to the beginning, and then I can play it. So it will place in a loop. To add a little more complexity to the animation, you will add a second layer of the mountains. Insert a new layer and drag it under the existing layer like this. Drag another instance of the mountains symbol to the stage. Okay, I'll go to library again and drag a mountains here. And then change the width, go to properties. The width should be 2000. And the height changes to 200 pixels. I should first click this. Okay, I'll change it to 2000. Okay. And the position should be 0 for x and minus 200 for the height. So insert a new keyframe at frame 30. Up here, right click, insert keyframe. In the end frame at frame 30, move the mountains instance to x minus 1000. Right click any frame between the first and the second keyframe and choose create. Right click to create classic Twink. Press return on your keyboard or press the play button under the timeline to preview the animation. Like this. So next is adding the movie clip instance. Drag the movie clip symbol named Scrolling Mountains from the library to the stage. Okay, I'll back to scene 1 and go to library and drag, yes, the symbol which is a scrolling instance, drag it onto the stage. And then in the properties, position it as x0 and y 400. Okay, and then save the work. And we can go to control to test it. Yes, it opens a new window like this in your browser. Okay, the next is inserting JavaScript. So we still need to use this document. And then we choose Window, Code Snippets. Click the arrow in front of HTML5 Canvas. And then open Event Handlers, this one. Select the instance of the bird. So first we need to select the bird. And then double-click mouse click event, double-click. The Animate warns you that your movie clip instance requires a name and offers to provide a name for you. So we just click OK. Animate automatically names your movie clip instance and adds JavaScript code in the Actions panel. This is Actions panel. The code extensively commented to explain how the code works in the textbook. And so we can go to Control Test to test the movie. So Animate export HTML5 and JavaScript and displays the animation in this browser. We can click the flying bird in the browser. And a browser dialog box appears with the words mouse clicked, and click OK. to dismiss the dialog box and close the browser window. This is successful changes. And next is controlling the timeline. We select the bird, so we go back. Okay, I'll first close all of this. So we select the bird again. And then we go to Window, Code Snippets again, and in HTML5 Canvas, choose Actions, and then double-click Stop at a movie clip, stop a movie clip, double-click. So Animate automatically adds JavaScript code in the Actions panel that stops the timeline of the bird movie clip instance. However, the code is triggered immediately. You want the animation of the bird to stop only when the user clicks the bird. So we select the newly inserted code and right-click, cut, and then we go into this one. Okay, and then I right-click to paste. So this is a new code. I cut it and then paste it in the different places, and let's test what will happen. So we go to Control and test again. Also, we can say Animate exports HTML5 JavaScript and display the animation. Now I click the bird. So you can see the mouse clicked. And you can say the bird stops flapping its wings and a browser dialog box appears at the words mouse clicked. The scrolling mountains in the background continue to move, however. Okay, the last step for this lesson is converting to HTML5 Canvas. We need to converting AS3 documents to HTML5 Canvas. So we need a new document. So we need to go to the Start folder and choose Convert.flash and click Open. So then we go to Commands and choose Convert to HTML5 Canvas. So if you cannot see that choice here, you'll choose Convert to other document formats, and here you choose HTML5 Canvas and click OK. So you can say there is a warning here. The output panel displays the following warning, which is 3D cannot be imported in HTML5 Canvas document. And then we go to Control, Test. So you can also see the output has a new warning here. And you can also say this is the output of your publishing. And editing the converted HTML5 canvas. Unlock the title layer. We're back to timeline. Unlock the title layer and select the frame 155. So we go to 155. Okay, it's here. And right click to choose Insert Keyframe and choose All. Animate inserts a new keyframe at frame 150. Move the playhead to the beginning of the motion tween. So this is the beginning, which is frame 120. Choose the frame transform tool. Control handles appear around a boundary box over the title graphic. Hold down the Shift key and click and drag one of the corners of the frame transform to outward to make it larger. No issue. And then we go to Control and test. And now you can see the difference in the title one. So it's much bigger than before.